Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel where you can get the latest update reviews and information about new technologies and gadgets. Make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel and make sure to click the bell icon so you cannot miss any of the fantastic videos that we post for you. So let's get started. Today we will be talking about the latest iPhone model, which is iPhone 14 Plus. Apple released the 14 series in October 2022 and they have introduced four different devices, the three of which are generic ones, which are iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max. But the new edition was done by introducing iPhone 14 Plus. So let's talk about the specification of iPhone 14 Plus. It has 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR display, A15 Bionic chipset, and it comes with three storage options. The smallest one is 128 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes, and the highest one is 512 gigabytes. The thickness of the phone is very less, which is 7.8 mm. The weight of the phone is 203 grams. It has dual rear cameras like iPhone 13 and iPhone 14. And the main camera is 12 megapixel and it also has a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. The front camera of the phone is 12 megapixel, which has 2x optical zoom and 5x digital zoom. The phone comes with 20-watt fast charge option and 15-watt MagSafe wireless charge. It also comes with 7.5-watt QI wireless charging. It has IP68 splash resistance, water resistance and dust resistance, so your phone is not going anywhere. It also has an option of crash detection and it comes with the latest iOS 16 and 5Gs. It has 5 options of colors, which are the midnight one, starlight, product red, blue, and the latest one, which is purple. Why should we buy iPhone 14 Plus? This is the new iPhone that most people want. It's not the iPhone with the new display features or high resolution camera. It's the phone with the big display and battery that goes for days. That's really all you need to know about it. Honestly, if you rather have an iPhone with the best possible battery than an iPhone with the very newest feature, then the iPhone 14 Plus is one for you. 14 Plus is a big screen version of standard iPhone 14. This year, rather than going with iPhone mini, Apple chooses to go for iPhone bigger. It shares nearly all the same features but offers a 6.7-inch screen as compared to iPhone 14's 6.1-inch display. It also claims best battery life of an iPhone officially, and Apple's call it all-day battery life. But in my experience, you can get much more than that. There is a distinct difference in the price of the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus. The Plus starts at $899, while the regular 14 starts with $799. That make it least expensive 6.7-inch phone released yet by Apple, but it's still far from cheap. Talk about the pros and cons of iPhone 14 Plus. Let's talk about the good things which comes with the phone. It has excellent multi-day battery life, big and bright screen, and it is light despite of its size. The bad things or the disadvantages that it has are hard to use one-handed or fit in the pocket, lacks latest feature like 120 Hz screen. eSIM transition will be easy for most but painful for the others. What's the iPhone 14 Plus doesn't include are the new display features on the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. The shape-shifting notch called Dynamic Island that displays system status indicators and an always-on display that shows a dim version of your wallpaper even when the screen is locked. They are handy features, but they are more of a sign of what's come for iPhone than most must have. Instead of 14 Plus provides the kind of quality of life upgrades that a lot of people want from a new iPhone right now. The 14 Plus display features a slightly higher 2778 by 1284 resolution than 14's, so even though it's much bigger, it maintains roughly the same pixels per inch, which are 458 to 460 ppi. That means image took are sharp on the screen. They are just, bigger, and you can see more emails or parts of the web page before you need to start scrolling. There's no promotion, super smooth scrolling, 120 Hz refresh rate here, which is a shame. Apple still reserving that for Pros model, long after fast refresh rates have become the norm from Android mobiles at the same price. It's not something you will miss if you are coming from a phone with the same standard 60 Hz refresh rate, but I did notice it when I switched from iPhone 14 Pro. Maybe even more so because the screen is so big. On the other hand, the low refresh rate is less power intensive and probably contributes to the 14 Plus excellent battery performance. This is probably an obvious point, but the feeling of having more visual space while using the phone, especially as compared to 6.1-inch model, is real. More text fits onto the screen, and games and videos are little more immersive, but it is also very much handles like a big phone. It's real struggle to use it one-handed, even with the iOS 16 reachability UI controls. Lot of people get along with the big phone just fine, but the 6.1-inch iPhone 14 and 14 Pro feel much more comfortable in my hand. Thank you for watching the video and stay tuned for the latest videos about tech.